Hello everyone, I'm back today with another process video. This is Project Life Week 6 Part 1. Unfortunately I didn't get to film Part 2, so you won't be able to see that in process, but I will show it to you eventually. So as you can see, as usual, I have done the majority of the prep for this page. I'm sorry if the angle is a little bit weird in this one. I was scrapbooking at my boyfriend's house and I can't scrapbook on the floor there, so I had to kind of set the tripod up away from our coffee table, and it means that the angle is a bit funny, but hopefully it's okay and you can still see everything. So with these cards, I'm just gluing them to the backs of the cards on the other side of the page protector. I like to do that with all of my cards. It stops them from moving around quite so much, and I knew I wasn't going to be doing any sewing or stapling or anything, so it didn't bother me to just stick those straight down. So this February card is from, it's a piece of paper from a Crate Paper or Maggie Holmes collection, but I'm really sorry, I'm not 100% sure which collection it is because I got it quite a while ago, and I know that it definitely is a 2016 calendar, so it must be a fairly new collection or one that came out at the end of last year, but I just don't know the page. I've already cut it up into all of the calendar cards, so I can't even go back and find the branding strip for you. But I really love it, and I put one in my January pages, and like I said, I've already cut all the paper up into all of the calendar cards, and I'm intending to use them at the beginning of every month. Sorry if my voice is like really croaky and scratchy, it's quite early in the morning. So I've just decorated that little calendar card. Essentially that's going to be like my week card on this side of the layout. I didn't have space to put one in, and I do put a week 6 card on the other side of the spread. But I did want something on this side, so I've just stamped the dates, and it's February 1st to February 7th. Finally, I get those dates right. In my last video, I was like completely clueless. I had no idea what dates it was. As you can see, I'm just going through my embellishments and my stickers to try and find something for this little selfie of me. There's no story to go along with it, and I didn't really want to stick like love themed stuff on a picture of myself, so I just went with these two little arrows and calling that done. So now we have some photos from our nephew's 3rd birthday party, and this is a picture of our youngest nephew, and he's called Theo, and he is just so funny. Like, he's the most laid back baby I've ever come across in my life. Like, you could do anything to him and he just wouldn't care. You can pass him around like a little parcel and everyone has cuddles with him, and he's just not fussed at all. And the only time he showed like any like emotion, I guess, was when we gave him like a ball or a balloon, and he was really excited about it, and then a balloon popped over the other side of the room and he just pulled this horrified face, and I managed to get a picture of it, and I thought it was so funny that I had to include it. And the other person in the photo is my boyfriend, and as much as I love him, one, I really hate the t-shirt he's wearing. It's one of my least favourite ones that he has. And two, I really want the focus to be on Theo's face because it is just so funny. So I've stuck that Sweetie ephemera piece from the Crush ephemera pack sort of over the top of my boyfriend, and then I'm sticking these hearts down. And then, I think it's on the Crush sticker sheet, there is this perfect sticker that says, "I love your face." Because I love Theo's face in this photo, it's just so funny, so I had to use that. So the whole sort of title reads, "Sweetie, I love your face," and I just thought that was totally apt. So again, I'm sticking that down. Oh my goodness, my voice is completely gone. I'm just sticking that down to the card behind, and it gives it a little bit of a border and again stops it from moving around. So that's my top row so far. I actually really quite like how this page turned out, and I like the vellum ephemera pocket there too from the other side. So then I'm working on the 2nd row, and again I have more photos of my boyfriend with Theo. We don't really get to see them massively often, especially since my boyfriend's moved out of his house, and his sister with Dylan and Theo, she lives about an hour away, so we don't often get to see them. So I try and get as many photos as possible when we do. So I've just stuck all of those photos straight down onto my layout, and I'm not sure if you've noticed, but my photos for this week are much bigger. What I did was I used the pick frame or pick stitch app on my phone to put 2 3x4 photos onto a 4x6, and then I printed it with my Canon selfie, but I printed it with a border so that they would be slightly smaller than 3x4, and I thought this would be perfect and I wouldn't have to worry so much about picking background cards or cutting background cards because the photos would do most of the talking, and I'm really liking it so far, and I've done it for the rest of week 6 and week 7 as well, so I'm thinking this might be something I stick with, but let me know what you think. So I'm just decorating these cards with some stickers from the Crush sticker sheet again. That little blue one says love bugs, and the white one on the first card says hello baby. I don't refer to anyone as baby, so the only card that it would fit on would be a photo of a baby. So I stuck it over that photo of Theo, and then I just spelled out his name with my favourite gold dipped thickers. And then that pink sticker I've just put on there says together, and I'm adding a little heart because that is a photo of our niece Neve and the birthday boy Dylan colouring together, and they were just being really cute, so I snapped a little sneaky photo. So these are the last 4 pockets, and again I'm just sticking all these photos straight down, creating a little border with those pattern papers. And then that journaling card, I got it in a Gossamer Blue kit. I think it was from an add-on pack that I got. Genuinely have no idea the manufacturer, because it did come in like a proper set of journaling cards. But yeah, I'm really sorry, I have no idea where it's from. I should probably write all this down before I start doing a voiceover. But surprise, surprise, more photos of my boyfriend with Theo. I'm not sure about you other ladies, but when you see your other half with babies, it's like the cutest thing ever. So I was just snapping photos like all afternoon. I'm using that sort of layered heart thing over the photo of Neve and Theo, and that's from the Hello Love layered tags, and I bought those separately from my kit. And then I'm going through the Crush sticker sheet again, just trying to find bits and bobs to stick on these cards. I think I said it in my last video, but a lot of the stuff I have left over is very love themed now, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm almost sick of hearts because there are so many and I have so much confetti left that I felt like I was just embellishing everything with hearts. Which I never thought I would say that I was getting a bit sick of hearts, but I still think it turned out okay. I'm just using some foam pads to stick that heart up over the photo to give it a bit of dimension, and this sticker over the photo of Theo and my boyfriend, I think it says you make me smile, or this makes me smile, something like that. And then I use another one of those epoxy paper clips, which I absolutely love, on that last photo. So I'm absolutely terrible at journaling. Like, you might have noticed, a lot of my layouts are very thin on the ground in terms of journaling, because I feel like I don't always have an awful lot to say. But I did try and include one journaling card with each layout. So this one, I'm just stamping the date of Dylan's party, and I'm writing that we went to the party and we saw all the kids and it was really lovely and blah blah blah. I feel like it's all kind of obvious from the photos, but I do like to have it in there just in case. So there I'm just showing you the layout finished. I actually really like how this turned out. Even though I feel like it's quite simple, the photos really speak for themselves. See you later, guys.